Hello and good morning. So I have a interesting test here, basically to see if the Spiteful can actually beat the early 3rd gen starter AC. See how this goes. I think we might have the late 3rd gen line around somewhere. See about giving him a go. I mean, provided this one wins, since this one has been proven to be superior in every way. But oh well. Whoa. Hi there, horrible lag. Did I forget to turn on frame skipping? Hell yes, I did. Alright, so on the top left we've got the Spiteful, on the bottom right we've got the 3089 Taurus. My money's on the Taurus, to be totally frank, just because in general you've got kind of a more rounded setup. Unless that chain gun comes into play, but we'll see. Got a better chain gun. Well, I mean, he's got a better back weapon, potentially, and a better blade. Well, those are kind of the two advantages he's got going for him. But the dragon is basically useless in almost every context. I mean, the thing is basically a pistol. A little dinky extra thingy. It doesn't tend to do so hot about, you know, beating giant metal monstrosity. Although, I mean, so far he's winning it. Let's see, that rifle doesn't seem to be doing anything for heat, so, there's that too. But yeah, in a mid-range fight, the Taurus will just get it every time. Long range, it would just depend on if the AI decides to use that chain gun. I tweaked him around a little bit so he's actually more likely to use it now. But, yeah, so far he hasn't been doing that this fight. Oh, we'll see. Seems like it's only consistent on certain maps, and so far the Metal Gear's the only one that's been completely consistent on that thing. Not sure why, but that's life. Life in Formula Frontline. Yeah, we keep using that dragon and falling behind. And it's a little bit sad when the starter rifle can out-DPS that thing. Alright, looks like Spiteful might win it. Had to go for that blade finish. One of them's gonna get a cut here. They're getting all freaking up in the danger zone here. Do that cut, come on, finish him, finish him! Oh, God, that was close. Alright. So, first one goes to the Spiteful just barely. Just absolutely friggin' barely. Let's give this another go then. This is weird. Replace the morning coffee for today with root beer. It almost never happens. Usually just drink water and coffee. Wife comes in today and we finally got delayed at work, decided to go pick up some food. Like, there's a root beer. I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna say no to a root beer. That's just tasty stuff. Come on, Taurus. Wreck his bacon. Truth be told, as long as he doesn't take like 4 or 5 slashes in a row like he did last time, he has to win it. Oh, man. What is that even? He just got like some weird glancing headshot with a friggin' blade. Huh. Alright. Man. That brutal Taurus, though. Just love the sheer crappiness of this thing. And yeah, by the way, you might be wondering, because, you know, obviously in a lot of rustiness depictions, you see a lot of very dark brown rust and that sort of thing. Yeah, no, this thing is based on my piece of crap car. Like, man, that is just like bright orange friggin' rust on that mess. And putting PB Blaster on it, sandpapering the thing down, drilling down all of it, it just keeps coming right the hell back. One of the joys of Michigan, I gotta tell you. I end up having to replace my car, not because any of the mechanical stuff failed, despite it being old as all hell, but, well, frankly, just because nature ate it. And hell, the other day there was enough rust that it basically destroyed half the half the stuff around the electrical system there. Friggin' clamps to the battery were all rusted through, all the stuff that it connects to were all rusted through. Didn't really even think to check down there. It just suddenly stops working out of nowhere. Have to keep the thing on life support with like one of these extended battery pack things my brother got me a while ago. No, it's just weird doing this whole Frankenstein experiment to get the car started every time. But I mean, at least it moves. There's that. Man, alright, the Taurus is winning this one pretty darn handily. Dink, dink, dink. The dinkiest rifle in the world. On the best starter of the series, I don't care what anyone says. This thing is just blocky robot sexiness incarnate. Finish him. Wow, that is no damage. Come on, slice his... Ah, whatever. Don't slice his guts out. Fine. Alrighty. This seems to be going completely either way. You know, I actually haven't had Frostback in anything for a while. We should Crossback fight next, I don't know. Somebody, probably. Alright. Come on, Taurus. And beat this flunky bastard. He's not mass-produced. Can't put up that mass-produced goodness. I don't know. It's just sad that the dragon is this much of a piece of crap. Both of them have pretty much negligible energy defense, and despite that, one of the weakest shell weapons in the game is having no problem out-DPSing this thing. He's pretty much doing full damage, for Christ's sake. This is sad. I mean, he'd have to basically equip skeleton parts to get worse defense. Well, energy-wise, anyway. And yeah, this'll have to be, the last fight. Also, wow, I actually have never seen that thing that said multiple blade hits. I know it was brutal. Yeah, little one's about to fuss off in the background here. Just finished her grilled cheese. She's just over with her fists in the air. Yeah, apparently he's laughing at that impression. Gotta say, anybody that says that kids complicate life, not true. Simplifies things extremely. With this little wiggly human being, this is your god now. That's basically how that works. Any dang ways, there we go. I think it's safe to say the Taurus can beat this thing with relative ease. And yeah, let me know if you have other stuff you want to see. Bye.